Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chantel, also known as Chantel's Pretty Little DIYs, and today I have some exciting DIYs to share with you. So without further ado, let's get into the video. As you hear me talk about all the time repeatedly about my local neighborhood 99-cent store, it is full of treasures and stuff to put together and create something brand new. And in this DIY, the vase I've purchased from the dollar store, and the flowers are a combination, of course, from the dollar store and Amazon. I'm going to place the link below in the description box in case if you'd like to purchase those same flowers. Whenever I'm creating a DIY, I'm always thinking about versatility. I always keep in mind to purchase items that I can use throughout the year. In this DIY, I've used those flowers in my Christmas decor, and now I'm using them in my summer decor. So it's always good to keep that in mind to purchase items that you can use throughout the year. If you haven't noticed by now, gold is one of my favorite colors. I think it's so vibrant and it adds a bit of class to your decor. I always keep in mind whenever I'm creating any design to add a little gold accent to it. It makes the item or the floral arrangement look so expensive. And that's exactly what I was going for in this floral arrangement. I'm going to reveal the entire look once I'm done with the DIYs. I have a very special tablescape to share with you, but I don't want to share the tablescape before I show you how I've created the DIYs. So stay tuned for that tablescape. I know you're going to love it, and I cannot wait to share it with you. And this was the final result of the floral arrangement. I really like the way it turned out. It looks very classy, very expensive, and who knew the 99-cent store holds so much treasures that we can combine with other items and turn into our own. Now we're moving to a next DIY. In this DIY, all of the items were purchased from the Dollar Tree. And when I tell you Dollar Tree has a lot of treasures, these adhesive pearls are so versatile and very easy to use. All I had to do was to peel back the layer that was covering the pearls and just apply it to the vase. And that was the DIY. This took me about literally 5 minutes to complete, if not less. By the way, I apologize in advance if you hear my children in the background while I'm editing, while I'm doing my voiceover, because the weekend is the only time I have to edit any of my materials that I'm trying to post, because I work 5 days a week. And when I'm home with them, they're so excited, they're jumping around, and there's barely anywhere to hide to like edit quietly because they're always around me. So I apologize in advance. So one sheath was not enough to cover an entire vase. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut out some rolls of another pearl sheath to cover up the entire vase. So I cut out 8 rows of the pearls, but of course I only need 5. It's always better to measure more than you need as opposed to less than you need. So once I'm done, I'll just cut off the excess and that'll complete the vase. FYI, just be very careful if you're trying this DIY when placing the pearl sheet on the vase. After I placed the first pearl sheet on the vase, I tried to adjust it and the adhesion is very delicate, so it's scrunched up a little bit, but not to worry because this part is going to be facing the back once I place it on my shelves, so it's not going to show at all. But just to keep in mind if you're trying this DIY to be very careful because it's very delicate. And this is what it looked like when I was done with this DIY, and I really love the way it turned out. So I'm going to move right along into the next DIY because it is connected to DIY number 3. So in this DIY, we're going to need some pearl beads and we're going to need the styrofoam. Again, I'm emphasizing on the word versatility because I've created some bauble for Christmas and I've also used them in a unicorn theme that I've created for my daughter, and now I'm going to use them in my summer decor. So what I'm doing in this DIY, I'm taking the beads apart and I'm going to look for the part that connects the beads together, and I'm going to cut this part off so I can use it to cover the styrofoam ball. And this is what it should look like when you're done. And now we're moving to the next phase of the DIY. In this phase, we're going to start with a dab of glue. And you're going to use 1 pearl and hold it down until the glue has dried. Now we're going in a circular motion, using the pearl beads and a hot glue gun. But please keep in mind that hot glue may cause serious burns, so you want to be very careful while using hot glue. So I went ahead and sped up the video because I do not want you to sit there and watch the same thing over and over because it's the same repeated process. And this is more than halfway through it. I'm almost done with it, so we're getting there. So we're getting to the end of this DIY. I am so excited to finally finish because it did take a while for me to cover this small styrofoam. So you just want to be very careful, again, not to get burned, and just cut off the excess and we should be done with this DIY. If you've made it into this video and you've liked what you've seen so far, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave your suggestion in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your presence. It's been a pleasure sharing these DIYs with you. Take care and God bless. And this is the way it turned out. I really love the way it turned out. As I mentioned, I'm working on a special tablescape, but I want to show you how I create the DIYs first. So stay tuned for the big reveal and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.